Welcome everybody to the Young and Powerful Podcast, Episode 1. I'm your host, Derek Davis, and tonight, yes, we have an artist, as they all say. Um, we'll let her speak for herself. We have Alea Roberts here. So, how are you doing, Alea?
Pretty good, pretty good. How are you?
I am doing good at this at this point of time.
Mhm.
I could be better, but uh, I could be better. But you know how the world goes. So,
Mhm.
like the point of this podcast is to talk about life and what we go through as young people and young adults and how we overcome it. And hopefully, if someone sees this podcast, they might get a few a few good ideas from it and start their own. So uh, like my first question to you is like when you were growing up, like when did you when did you what what made Aaliyah Aaliyah?
Um, I don't know. I was just always like raised around cool people, chill
Uh-huh.
people. Nothing was really too, difficult growing up. I had a pretty okay
Uh-huh.
lifestyle. I was blessed to have the lifestyle that I have. So
Uh-huh.
it wasn't nothing too extra, nothing too difficult compared to like other people. So
Uh-huh.
I've always been pretty chill, pretty mellow,
Uh-huh.
and life's just been I don't know, I'm just me. I just I just hang. I don't know.
Uh, well, how being young in this world is not pretty much easy. Like, how do you turn off that? Like, oh, I gotta. How do you turn that? Like, I gotta turn the TV off. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. How do you, as they say, time manage?
See, I suck at time management, so I'm not
So do I.
the best person with this. I don't know, it's usually when I see a deadline, like I have like a few hours, like
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm pretty like aware of how long it takes me to do certain things. Like if I have an essay due or
Uh-huh.
like if I got some sort of like assignment, I'm like, I can pretty much finish this in this amount of time. And then
Uh-huh.
like the hours count down to that time. And I'm like, okay, time to get on it. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm usually like the last minute, like thing is I work better under pressure, I feel like. So
So do I sometimes.
so when even now, today I was supposed to be on 7 o'clock. What time did I show up? It's 7 o'clock. So
Well, I tell you the truth. I came back. I came back in here when you were when it was earlier to try to set everything up, and I changed some things around, and I came back here and here about like 20 minutes ago and changed some more things around. I like it's just too much. It's too much. I just wanted it to be perfect because this is like my first episode for this podcast.
mm,
So I came back in here and to check everything out and so get that out of the way. Uh, so are you a procrastinator? Like
yes,
you're a procrastinator.
yes, absolutely. That's don't like to be, but
Yeah.
it is how it is at this
Mm-hmm.
point. Like it's it's bound to be like, yeah, whenever I get assigned something or I'm supposed to be doing anything, it's gonna be done at the last minute. And I don't know why, but it's just I just work like I said, I work better under pressure. So it's that's just how it is at this point. I can't really change it. I would like to,
Uh-huh.
just don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, well, we can still change things of well things about us, but I know with me, I'm a last minute type of guy myself. I'll I'll like say when I was in school, I had an assignment due. like say the week. I wouldn't work on that assignment till like 2 days before the assignment was due
Mm,
because I know if I didn't did that assignment early, then I knew I would have to go back and do it over again.
hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've written a paper. Uh, I think every paper that I've ever written has been done the day of that it was supposed to be due. So like it, and it doesn't matter how long it was supposed to be. It's been done the day
Uh-huh.
that it was due.
Uh-huh.
Every single one.
Have you ever pulled your hair out?
Oh no, no, because I be like, I be chilling because I know I'm gonna get it done. Yeah, I just know it will. If it's like getting real close to the time I have done it, to where assignments be due at like 11:59, I
Oh,
will be turning it in at like 11:58. That's
oh,
got
I
that
hated
close,
them assignments.
a couple of times. So it's not. See, that's when my hair would be pulled out. But for the most
Uh-huh.
part, I can get it done at least by 11:45. At that, I feel like, and that's a good enough. That's a good enough amount of time as long as it gets
Uh-huh.
in. That's I start to worry afterwards.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Now we all know that you like when I first met you it was over at Miss Palmer's house.
Mhm.
Now when now you're an artist now. When did you discover your love for the art? When did you discover that?
Mm. Well, it's always been something I've been able to do. Like, I
Uh-huh.
feel like art runs in like my family. Like most of
Uh-huh.
my sisters, they're able to paint, like, or like just do something creative. And like my dad, he does artsy stuff, and my aunt did it as well. So
Uh-huh.
it's like it was just a skill that I was always, because in like growing up in school, they always make you take a art something art related every year, and my
Yeah.
stuff will always be one of the best. So it's just like, okay. And I guess moving throughout school, it
Uh-huh.
was just an easy A, because I'm like, I know I can do this and still pass the class, so it's not really worried about it. But when I got to like more like
Uh-huh.
collegey,
Uh-huh.
um, that's when I started to like realize that because I was taking art classes like every year because they were easy A's, I was actually developing like my skills even more to where I can do more complicated art pieces.
Uh-huh.
And doing that, other people started asking me to do stuff, and everything started turning out really cool. And I was like, well, I kind of like art even more because I can
Uh-huh.
do, because you go to museums and like
Uh-huh.
people with like mansions and stuff, and they have like really cool art on the wall.
Uh-huh.
And it's like I have the ability to do the art that's on their wall. So I was like, I like it. I really want to keep doing it. So that's where college was kind of like where I started finding my love for
Uh-huh.
the artsy arts. But
Well, I tell you from first-hand experience when I was in school, I hated art.
yeah.
I, I hated it.
See, were you good at it?
No,
See,
no,
that's why.
no, I was not. But I always got an A, so apparently I was good at something.
I mean, they can't really knock you for not having like artsy skills. As long as you get the assignment done, that's really what matters in like the artsy
Uh huh.
class world. But
Mhm.
I mean, I mean, as long as you got the assignment done, everybody, they'll sell a blank canvas for like $1 million. So it's anybody. I feel like there's art. Everyone's art is for somebody
Mhm.
out there. So it's just it's to each their own as far as that. But I know that a lot of people that aren't necessarily like good at art, they hate it.
Yeah, I I never I never really got the guys of what art. I now I love to now if you put a bucket full of clay in front of me, then I can freestyle it. Then I'm good at
Mhm.
sculpting, but not
Yeah.
this
See, that's art. Sculpting.
drawing and all that good stuff. But I'm not good at that all that other stuff. Now when I was in school, I do remember I created a bowl, um, and it was it turned into be china, I forgot to. And one thing, funny thing is, I forgot to glaze it. Have
Mm,
you ever glazed your artist
yeah,
your art?
yeah. I've done a pottery class where we
Uh
had
huh.
you know glaze it, put it in the kiln, the like big
Mhm.
oven thing. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, I've done that before.
Mhm. Now, you so you have the art. You have what are your other passions? I know you do clinicals.
Yeah, I'm a nursing student, so I do like a lot of. I really love math. Math is my favorite subject ever, but
Uh huh.
I like sciences and like human anatomy
Uh huh.
and just like medical stuff, like figuring out how like the body works, why it works, what happens when it doesn't work as well. And so that side, because I don't know, it's just I like that side of just that type of like curriculum. So I would say like health and everything, health and wellness is really like up there and helping to take care of other helping to take care of people. That's one of my passions. And then yeah, it's either that or art. Between those two and I'm able to do both of them right now. So I'm in a
Okay.
good
Now, where do you see yourself in like the next 10 to 15 years?
10 to 15 years. Well, in 10 years I should be 34.
Uh huh.
So maybe like I don't know, I want to, keep going. You know what? I'll do 15. 15, I'll be like 39,
Uh huh.
40ish. I want to be able to retire from my nursing thing and
Mhm.
do art full time because I know cuz nursing is like a really good career to where you can work. It's very flexible in the way that you can do stuff like you can work 3 months out of the year
Mhm.
and still be able to afford a really nice lifestyle. So I mean as far as that, like I know so you can easily like, build up your retirement if you do everything correctly and retire. There's a lot of nurses that retire by 40. And so I want to be one of those so I can focus on like art as like a passion on the side. Or as like, as a hobby because once you retire, there ain't nothing for you to do but go back
Yeah.
to work if you don't have a hobby. So
Mhm.
yeah, so I
So,
want to be retired from nursing and being an artist full time.
would you want to open up your own art studio? Or do you have, or you do you already have one?
I don't have one right now. I just, paint in my room or at the school.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, that would be cool. There's a lot of I mean, I could technically go get a studio now.
Mm-hmm.
But like having a more formal space, like I would like to have like a gallery setting for like so I can have like maybe a gallery downstairs and where people can come and view the art. And then
Mm-hmm.
upstairs I have a workspace where I can create art and have it it's accessible to other artists that want to come in and
Mm-hmm.
use the space to paint as well. So yeah, that would be cool. That would be fun.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm about to hit you with another topic. So we how we go through this thing we call life, and how being young we go through that. We go to finding ourselves. We go through that.
Hmm.
Now, have you found yourself yet?
I don't think so because I'm still living at home
Mm-hmm.
and the way that the because I go to UMKC
Mm-hmm.
and it's a commuter school, so I never really like left the house. So even people go leave the house to go and live on campus. I never lived on campus, so I've still been here at the house. And my friends have gone to like one friend's like in Colombia, and she's been all over the place. But she has her little group and crew out there. I have another friend. She went to the workforce. I mean, she did do school, and she's still doing school, but mainly she's in the workforce, and so she kind of has like a avenue right there. But I haven't entered the workforce formally, and I've just been in. So like when I go to school, I go to campus and I come right back home. So I don't really like get out much and like figure find myself and do all that stuff. So I have one more year before I graduate, so I can probably be doing way more than pro- possibly.
Mhm.
Well, most likely, yeah. So, and be entering the workforce and into different, environments. But yeah, as far as right now, no, haven't really been experimental with all the crazy things that I'm supposed to be getting into at this age.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so like now, like about speaking of finding yourself, we're talking about like how self preservation and self love. You you get that notion of self love? Do you take time out of your day to say, okay, I need a Leah time, or I need to set
Oh
time out of my
yes.
day to get myself together? Do you take that time?
Oh yes, that's probably why I be procrastinating so much is because I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna watch this show. I'm gonna watch this video over here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over there. And
Mm-hmm.
then I'm like, okay, I need to get these assignments done. And then I go and do that. But like, yeah, I'm not afraid to take some time for myself. That's that's what you gotta do. You can't be that's why people be so stressed now because they don't really be taking the time to like calm down, relax. But I know it's hard for like a lot of people because like a lot of people weren't like fortunate enough to like just go to school and not have to
Mm-hmm.
worry about like housing or having to have a job or not having to worry about needing a job to like afford their own like food and clothing and stuff like that. I mean, I still do my little side hustles and everything, but
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, all my essentials are taken care of. So I do have and so I do have the opportunity to just focus on school and that be
Mm-hmm.
my main thing. So yeah, so I have the time and the resources to do that. But I know a lot of people are they have to work full time and still go to school full time and do all that stuff so it could get complicated. But I'm chilling.
Yeah,
Okay.
with me, I tell you, I went, what was it, 3 years at Tipton Valley,
Mm-hmm.
and my third year, I said it was getting at me too much. I took one class. It was psychology. It stressed me out so much that I had to. I said forget this, and I was done with it completely. And I said to myself, I was never going back again. Have you ever said that before?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have because in the nursing program, they like with our clinicals, we get to go to different like floors of the hospital. So
Mm-hmm.
like, when you usually when people go to like an actual hospital, it's probably like the emergency room and
Mm-hmm.
back. But like people who stay after the have to like stay in the hospital, they go to a place called med surge where it's like after they aren't like really intense patients anymore, they're just there to just recover, and that is the worst floor of the hospital in my opinion because you got walks of every life. So you got people who have just maybe you have like stomach issues or you like something's wrong with your heart or your liver
Mm-hmm.
or your kidney, something. It's like everybody has multiple problems and you have to figure out how to manage that, and no one's there for like versus like the labor and delivery floor where moms are coming in to deliver their baby. They're probably excited to be most of the time they're excited to be there because they get to meet their baby
Mm-hmm.
once they have them. And so the nurses are happy. Well, the nurses like are happier, they're smiling. Just like med surge, everybody hates their life. Like the patients hate their lives because they there and they having to recover from whatever illness they have. Then you got the nurses that are having to deal with the patients that and like it's just a lot of it's a heavier workload. It's like I feel like it's just a heavier emotional workload versus like the other place where it's the labor and delivery where it's a little more positive over there unless something goes wrong. But I don't know, just med surge is just I don't want to work in it, but we had to do it anyway. And I just know once I graduate, you won't be catching me on a med surge floor
Mm-hmm.
on purpose.
What's the craziest? what's the craziest thing you've seen?
I've seen. Oh, okay. So one time there's a so we follow all the people, so like we get a lot of experience on those in the clinicals. And
Mm-hmm.
one time I got to follow around the wound care nurse.
Mm-hmm.
So people who go in there for like maybe you have uh like a broken leg where you're and you have just and like your bone poked out. And so like you have like whatever they have to come and check out your wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one lady whose wound was like the whole back end of her like of her butt. Like you can all the tissue was gone.
Oh.
So like, like it was like red meat, like it was deep, like you saw layers of the skin. I was like, "Oh my god." Like you could feel the bone, like it was crazy. And she had to be like knocked out because that was like you imagine like having this giant wound that takes up your whole butt. And it's just like I don't know, it was just it was like a crazy look. It was like something out of like a horror movie, because you see the movies and you're like, oh my gosh, ew, gross.
Yeah.
But like you don't really realize like that's a real thing. And they made us feel the inside of like of the wound. And it was, I don't know,
Mm.
I was like, ooh, that's a different layer of nursing I don't know I'm gonna get into either. But yeah, that's definitely like the wildest thing I've seen as
Mm-hmm.
far as like on a patient. Just a just a large wound on someone's back. But yeah.
Okay. Have you uh have you ever fainted?
Mm-mm. See, I'm good. I'm solid. I'm okay. See, I've been in surgeries where, like, you have you ever heard of like a C-section where
Yeah.
they take the baby out of the stomach?
Uh-huh.
I've seen a couple of those, so I got to see them like cut open the stomach and take the
Mm-hmm.
baby out. That's a long process. That's a very long process, and it's a lot of see. There's a certain people that like people like you think you'd be okay seeing blood, but like when you see a lot of it at a time, it's like a little like woozy, but you get a little woozy, but I've been fine. I've
Mm-hmm.
been solid so far. So I did get a little uh I don't know, like a little like nauseous with one
Mm-hmm.
patient because she was like it was I don't want to get too gross, but she was like gagging and like spitting up stuff, and like she had to use the restroom, and so I had to like she was like very like loopy and
Uh-huh.
wobbly, and so she was on the like on the toilet, so I was sitting there and she just stuff was coming from every end, if if that could make sense, and I had to
Yeah.
stand there. And after I left her, I had to go to lunch, and I was like, I can't handle lunch right now.
You've seen some nasty stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it gets gross, but that's where it's supposed to get gross. You're supposed to feel like you can do whatever, say whatever in front of your healthcare people because they're
Mm-hmm.
here to help take care of you. That's not a sight for, a normal person to be dealing with. But we're getting there. We're getting training. We're figuring out. We're figuring it out. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What is your now when you see that how do you watch TV?
I don't really watch like the TV shows anymore.
Uh-huh.
It's more like YouTubers. I've been on Twitch watching like the Twitch streamer people
Uh-huh.
lately, like TikToks, all
Uh-huh.
that stuff. I'm more on those types of that type of content rather than just TV and like movies and stuff.
Okay. Because I was because I would turn the TV off too after the way the world is going. How do you just like, okay, the world is getting too much. I have to go somewhere to get rid to get out of the way and to find my peace of mind.
Mhm. See, that's what be on Twitter. See, that's where I get my news from is on Twitter. And you just see a whole bunch of like crazy stuff, like like how Trump was apparently supposed to get a was he supposed to get arrested on
Yes,
Tuesday or
yes,
something?
I seen that.
and they was doing all these different memes of him running away from the police and everything. So I guess
Mm-hmm.
people can like make jokes out of it. So you can like look at like the meme pages and stuff like that, find a laugh. But for the most part, if it's getting too crazy, I'll go on YouTube and watch like people make cakes, make stuff look like make things look so like super realistic out of cakes and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. I'll be watching that. Just things that aren't like completely unrelated.
Mm-hmm.
Like art YouTubers, they be crazy just doing like random things, and they make a lot of like funny content, funny off the wall content that you just get distracted from everything else. So I don't know. It's just just get off of it. Turn the TV off. Listen to some music. Just do something completely unrelated to like distract yourself from the craziness in the world.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite music you like to listen to?
You said music?
Uh-huh.
Um, very much old school type of gal.
Oh,
So like 90s. Like, well, I am old school. So it's like anything, like any type of like R&B that's like 90s and well early 2000s and back.
you
Uh,
listen to jazz?
yeah. Jazz.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm not too much into like the jazzy music. Maybe like people who are like influenced by jazzy music. I don't know like who's some like jazzy-ish artist. I don't know. I
Duke
can't.
Ellen? Well, I mean, not jazz, blues, like Duke Ellington.
No, 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 no. I'm not in not that far back. Not that far back. Like maybe like ooh, who's some people? I mean, I got it's mainly like 90s music,
Uh-huh.
but
What are your 90s? What's your on your 90s playlist?
I like Mint Condition,
Oh, oh,
Silk, Jodeci,
uh-huh,
any of them, Whitney's,
uh-huh,
Mariah, like
uh-huh.
all their music. Um, like Troop, I just listened to like Troop, the people who was like,
Yeah,
yeah, Troop.
uh-huh.
Um,
I just listened to them like what a couple hours ago.
I was listening to, I just went to Dairy Queen, got me a little like a what was it? One of them blizzards thing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I like, but so and like also like the rap like Tupac and
Oh, Tupac. I love
hmm
Tupac. Tupac. I listen to Tupac. I listen to Biggie. You ever heard of Nate Dogg and Warren G?
of course regulators.
Yes.
That's damn.
Who else?
Yeah, a lot.
Lunis. Uh,
Lunas. I don't know about
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre. Yes.
Snoop
LL
Dogg.
Cool J.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Snoop. Oh, you said Snoop Dogg. Yep.
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Yeah. He was in there too.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Douglas Ruggers
Hmm.
Bones. Yep. I have a who else is on there? I like and to go back further, like like the Teddy Pendergrass, like who else was it? Luther,
Teddy Pendergrass.
Luther,
Gerald. Well, I listen to
Gerald
Gerald
Levert.
Levert.
Yeah,
Uh,
all them people, like the
Gerald
Charlie,
Levert.
Uncle Charlie.
Johnny Gill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of. Oh, I forgot new edition.
Yes, New Edition.
Michael Jackson 5, all of
Yes. Prince.
Prince. Yes. Aretha.
Um, Michelle A. Tina
Mhm.
Marie.
I just listened to Michelle over
Uh huh.
on the ride over there. But yeah, all of them. But also my music taste, like, cause I've been on TikTok, but now like all them like jokey songs that have
Uh
been
huh.
coming out, they've been making it to my playlist for some reason. They just got a nice beat and the lyrics are hilarious, and it's just I don't know, it just hit different once you just
It,
you hear it a couple times.
it does. Them lyrics be talking. It be talking to your life.
Mhm. And even if it doesn't, it's still like catchy enough to where you're like, okay, that's a bar right there. That's a vibe. But yeah,
Oh,
I like all those. I listen to like a lot of music, so
hmm,
I could listen. I have enough music in my library to where you can listen to every song like one by one for a week straight without repeating.
uh-huh.
Mhm.
Mhm. I listen to songs every day after I watch my TV. After watching my TV, I have like a couple hours a day that I listen to music
Mhm.
before I watch TV. And what I do is I have a TV, so I turn it, I listen to it on my TV, and then when I'm out, I listen to it on my phone. So
Mhm.
like it's like I know my Pandora says you have 1,000 minutes listen, and then you know how
Mhm.
they give, then they you know how they give like say your session is complete.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I don't have it. I bought my little Apple Music, so I they won't tell me. It's free range. It's free range.
Mm,
But
okay.
yeah.
Well, music can be a beautiful thing and uh, 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 a ugly thing. Now,
You say what?
can you sing?
Sing? No.
Okay,
I mean, I could hold a tune. You take to karaoke, I could hold a tune, but it's not like professional. Professional. I
well,
can make it in the I could definitely if I audition for a choir, I could make it in the choir, but I it doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna get a solo. That's all
mm-hmm.
I can say.
Would you what is your like do's and don'ts of you know how we have like relationships? What's like your do's and don'ts? Like what is like like a complete turn off?
Mm, like hygiene,
Uh huh.
gotta be clean.
Uh huh.
Let me see. I don't know. I don't like yeah, I mean like you gotta be funny at least. And smart. You can't be on no you can't be like selfish either. Cause I mean I could get a little selfish, but at least I'm, nice at the end of the day. I'm still gonna, try to help people as much as I
Uh
can. And you can't be lying either. I'd rather you tell me the truth straight up, even if I don't like it, for me to decide if I'm gonna still keep messing with you or not.
huh.
Versus you lying and me having to figure it out. That's jacked up. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of there could be a whole list of stuff.
Yeah, like what like you ever um you ever you know how they say you ever been like what is your worst experience that you've been through?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any. I don't have many. I haven't been with I haven't had any relationships and stuff. Mhm. Not any that got out of like, a talking stage, any like for real stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, I tell you, well, when did you? I know your mother and Miss Palmer, they're friends.
Mhm. Yeah, they
Oh,
besties. They got a whole little crew that meets up every Tuesday at the same little whatever little country club they be going to. But yeah, I don't know. She's because my mom's her hairstylist.
uh-huh,
And so they all well, a lot of my mom's friends, they all she does all her friends' hair. So they all like everybody just congregates at the salon
uh-huh,
and they just find friendships amongst each other and they just get real cool and just do a lot of things together and stuff like that. So I don't know how long it's been that we've known them. It's been a while though. I had to be I really don't know. Man, I don't know. But they've been cool for a very long time. That's all I can say. I know that.
okay. So who's that? When you say that, who's that person that you go to when you like feeling down and you just, oh, life?
I usually talk to my best friends about
Mm-hmm.
when things just whenever I get any slight inconvenience, I just
Mm-hmm.
hit them up and be like, "Can you believe what happened to me today?" And we just go on tangents, like just rants and stuff like that. And they tell me what be going on with them and everything, because we really like a tight knit group.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not like a group, but like we don't have like many friends outside of us
Mm-hmm.
to like really to be sharing everything with.
Mm-hmm.
So we always just end up telling each other our issues. But for the most part, I don't really have many like crazy issues. Like it's always like something annoying, like somebody like the teacher didn't grade my assignment, and so I don't know what my grade is type of problems. So it's like
Oh.
nothing too like nothing like life changing, not life changing issues
Mm-hmm.
that that be going on with like a lot of other people. But yeah, I would definitely say my best friends, they probably hear the worst from me. Yeah.
Now, now, we're almost done. What when I when you think about life, tell me the picture that you see when you think about your life. What is your favorite? What is your picture?
I just see somebody at like a race. I just see like a race.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm getting set up to like really, start. I'm just waiting for the gun to go off and just take off and go with it. Because there's a lot of things like I'm almost done with my schooling. I got one more year of nursing
Mm-hmm.
school before I like really entered the workforce like full time, and really like leave school for the first time ever, because I've been in school ever since it started, for since well, like preschool. I haven't had like a time period without school yet.
Mm-hmm.
And with the my art stuff, I'm starting to get like a lot more commissions, and just I don't know, a lot more like a lot of more recognition with stuff, and like with the incubator,
Mm-hmm.
the whole like group thing that we're doing is it seems like it's going to be a pretty like nice opportunity for me to get some more recognition for my art, and
Mm-hmm.
like a good opportunity for me to like explore more and create more pieces for myself, because I haven't really gotten a chance to do that yet. So yeah, we going what is that?
Oh, my grandmother's watching.
LOL, hello grandma. But yeah, I don't know, it's just but yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of things that are about to take off for me, so I'm at the start of my race right now. But yeah.
Okay. So, well, I thank you for joining me tonight. If I know Miss Palmer's gonna be watching this. She's probably gonna give me pointers
Hello.
and what I did wrong and what I did right. I know I'm
Hey,
gonna.
at least we did something so
I
far with
do.
the group.
I know she's gonna. I know she's gonna give me. She's probably writing down a list as we speak.
Oh yeah, you already know. She already got, everybody's supposed to be doing something. We got something done. So we
Yes.
got something
Yes.
started
We
officially.
got yes, Miss Palmer. We can scratch.
Working.
You can scratch this off the
We're
list.
doing things. Yes, we're making progress.
Yes.
Slowly but
So
surely it's coming along. But yes, thank
yes.
you for having
Yes.
me.
So so I thank you for joining me tonight. And if you want to come on anytime, just let me
Yeah,
know. I might be interviewing the other incubators. What I think I might do is have like three people on at the same
yeah.
time, and then just discuss little topics more in depth. I'm gonna have
Mhm.
more topics to discuss. So uh,
Yeah.
I think
That'd be
people,
fun.
yes,
Just like a group sesh of
yes,
coming
yes,
up with like a random topic, and everybody just put in a little commentary. That'd be a fun like an incubator podcast segment for your
yeah.
show. Yeah, that'd be fire.
You know, you know, I have free. I have a whole lot of free time. Uh,
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I'm sure,
I
and I'm sure the rest of the group would be willing to do it as well. So
yeah.
maybe we do. Maybe when we supposed to be doing our meetings, we could
Uh-huh.
do a podcast.
Yeah, and I actually I just switched my microphone. That's why I've done this today. It was
Hmm.
my fault anyway that it was broke. I
LOL.
had it on the wrong setting.
Yeah. Yeah, but I
So
feel like this would be I think this would be a cool thing for the group to start doing. Great
mhm.
bonding experiences.
Yes, yes, we're all spread out. We're all spread
Hmm.
out.
Yeah, it'd be a great way we can like grow together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Okay.
cool, cool,
So
cool.
I guess this is it. I'm gonna end this podcast. So
Hmm.
thank you for joining me, and
You.
thanks for so the people that's gonna watch this. Thank you for watching this. If you got any comments, concerns, or questions, you know where to find me. But keep your opinions to yourself. If it's negative, I don't need it.
Right.
So thank you. So
Alrighty.
I'm gonna end this right now.
Hmm.